10 Tricks to Teach Your Dog. Dogs, also known as man's best friend, are among the most underappreciated animals. It has been scientifically shown that having a dog as a companion can help a person overcome depression and maintain an average level of happiness. Dogs are selfless little creatures who are loyal till the day they die. 2 dogs are said to have saved 50 US soldiers in Afghanistan. Many such incidents have been documented all throughout the world. Dogs are amazing companions when you need one. They can share your joys and sorrows with you, and they will never forsake you, no matter how badly you treat them. You have someone for life once you take them in. It is beneficial to have pets near youngsters, especially dogs, not just for adults. Aside from risking their lives to protect the children, the dogs are pleasant and kind, and have a strong influence on children. Dogs are both entertaining and energetic as domestic pets. You can teach them tricks and play with them, as well as train them to perform a variety of different tasks. Here are 10 simple skills for your dog to learn. Handshake. The paw shake is undoubtedly one of the easiest and most popular puppy tricks. It's when your loving dog spreads his paws as a polite gesture. It normally just takes a few training sessions for dogs to perfect this feat. Simply say, "Shake hands," and take its paw in yours to shake hands with it. If you do it often enough, your dog will eventually pick up on the trick. You might put a couple goodies in your palm to show that he or she would be rewarded for their actions and to help things move along. You may ask it to shake hands after a few times and watch what happens if you don't extend your own hands. If your dog spreads its paws, it signifies he or she has mastered the trick. Back away. Backing up isn't technically a trick, but it's a useful one to teach your dog. It teaches your dog to walk away when asked. It can be used as a springboard for other tricks. But it's especially useful when you have a friend or family around who, regrettably, isn't a dog person, or an animal person for that matter. It won't take long for your dog to pick up on this, but a couple of treats can help make things smoother and more enjoyable. It becomes easy to keep your dog away from breakables, open doors, dangerous objects, and even humans once it learns to back away when instructed. HighFive. Teaching your dog to high-five is one of the most amusing and endearing tricks you can teach him. If your dog is already experienced with handshaking, learning this trick will be much easier. Once your dog has learned to shake his paws, you may start holding up your palm facing your dog and waiting for him or her to slap his or her paw against your hand. Once it accomplishes that, make sure you repeat, "high-five," so it understands what you're asking for in the future. You may give it a gift as a reward for the first time you gave it a high five so that it responds similarly in the future. Rollover. Rolling over is another favorite trick among dog owners, and it is one of the most amusing things to see a pet perform. By now, your dog should be able to sit and lie down when asked. As one of the more difficult tricks, it may take a little longer than the others, but your dog will learn to roll over in no time. You can begin by making it lie down and then providing it a treat. As it approaches the treat, you can begin to move the treat away from it and towards its shoulder, causing it to turn over as it tries to catch it. You can commend it for its efforts. It may take some time for your dog to totally turn over, but it will be well worth the wait. Waving. This is a simple trick for dogs who already know how to shake their paws and even easier for those who know how to shake their paws 5 times. When a dog waves hello or farewell, it's one of the most heartwarming images you'll ever see. All you have to do is start shaking and slowly move your hand so that your palm is facing your dog. Then you raise your hand and wave, being sure to say wave while you do so. Your dog will quickly follow you and attempt to imitate your behaviors. You can give him or her a treat every time he or she does it right, but not every time it doesn't. When a dog waves hello or farewell, it's one of the most heartwarming images you'll ever see. Speak. It doesn't sound possible, and it isn't physically doable, but it just means teaching your dog to bark more or less as needed. Intruders can be deterred by teaching your dog when to bark, and if your dog barks excessively at times, you can manage it. You might begin by utilizing a game or toy that your dog enjoys in order for him to recognize it and understand what is about to happen. After that, you can ask him or her simple inquiries, such as if it wants to play, and wait for a response. Once you've done that, it'll be a lot easier to work with other issues, such as barking when he or she is hungry or needs to go outside, and so on. Play dead. One of the funniest pranks, and while it may sound macabre, It's incredibly endearing to watch your favorite canine pretend to be dead. It is not a difficult trick to master, but it does necessitate some work. You can use a goodie to keep your dog in that posture for a few seconds once he has laid down. Make sure you say something like "play dead" so your dog understands that it's simply a game and not that you want it to lie down. Your dog should be able to fall and be fake dead as soon as you order him or her to after a few sessions, which is another trick to impress family and friends. Say please. A dog is an endearing creature in and of itself, but a dog with manners is even more so. To train your dog to say please, you don't need to do much. All you have to do is hold a reward near your dog's rear legs while it sits and say please, while it reaches for it. You must continue doing so until your dog attempts to lift his or her front feet. Make sure you reward him or her for making an effort, even if they are a little up. With a little effort, your dog will eventually be able to respectfully request whatever it desires. Fetch. Possibly the most well-known dog trick of all time, practically every dog knows how to execute it. In reality, no additional training is required. All you have to do is throw an object to be retrieved, and your dog will take care of the rest. You simply need to throw the thing far enough, such as a ball, and it will be found and returned to you. It's that simple, and it involves very little effort on your part as well. You can also give your dog a treat every time he or she locates the thing and returns it to you. Fetching is a pastime that dog lovers and dogs alike can never get enough of. Kiss. Getting your dog, affectionate creatures that they are, to give you a kiss is one of the simplest techniques in the book. There is nothing you need to do except extend your face towards your dog and say something along the lines of, "Give me a kiss," as it licks your face. If your dog refuses to lick you, try putting peanut butter on your cheek and begging it to kiss you. Make sure you thank him and ask him to do it again as he licks the peanut butter off. Your dog will get the hang of it after the first few times, and you will be able to get free kisses whenever you want. Being a good dog parent isn't all that difficult. All you need is the appropriate mix of patience, focus, and awareness. Patience instills power and tolerance in you. At the same time, being attentive teaches the dog how valuable he is to you. And awareness allows you to know how your dog is feeling. If you like the video content, please don't forget to hit the like button, make comments and subscribe.